Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Jay, and I've already passed these Forex Funds challenges just recently to show people that you don't need to have a single strategy in order to pass. So I passed using two different strategies, and I want to show you guys how I did it. That way you know that there is no such thing as a holy grail strategy, and it all comes down to mindset. All right, let's get into the video. Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Jay coming at you with an amazing video about MyForexFunds Funds and giving you the lowdown, the breakdown of what I had to go through when I passed my challenges. And what's great is I passed it using two strategies because somebody thought that they couldn't pass it with theirs. So I decided to use theirs on my phase 2 and it worked out just fine. So let's go ahead and talk about MyForexFunds Funds right before I even get into it, because some of you who follow me may only be familiar with FTMO and funding talent. I'll be focusing mainly on the evaluation model because that's what I chose to use, and that's the closest thing to the FTMO and funding talent challenge model that they have to offer. What's great about MyForexFunds Funds is that they have a 12% drawdown overall, right? So if you're using a $10,000 account, that means you have $12,000 for your overall drawdown. This is great because it's also cheaper, right? Because it's $500 versus FTMO and funding talent also being north of $600. This extra 2% can be a make or break for your account, right? If you go into drawdown, and it can help your mindset knowing that you have an extra 2,000, 1,000, so on and so forth in order to bring your account back up. So let's go ahead and get to the bi-weekly payouts that these guys also have to offer, right? So FTMO and funding talent are currently at monthly payouts, and this may be a little bit too long for you, right? Some people don't like to have their money sitting inside of the account and the market can take that away from them. So after the very first month, these guys offer us a snazzy 75% payout for the first month, 80% payout the second month, and an 85% payout the third month. And the profit splits bi-weekly begin after the first month. So it really seems that this company really wants consistent traders that are here to stay. And honestly, I can respect that. So here, let's go ahead and talk about the accounts and the strategies that I use for both the accounts. Don't mind this, by the way. So I'm just going to refresh, let you guys know what's going on, that these accounts are real. And I gotta let you guys know, for scalpers, there is a 2 pip minimum stop loss for scalping, and for swing traders, you got to know about this drawdown. So here's today's max allowed drawdown, and here we see 5,413, and I see that when we look over here, we have daily starting drawdown. Okay, so it's the starting drawdown for the account because these are the amounts that they give you. So now you see that's 5%. If we look here and I have $8,000 of profit here, 5% of 8,000 is going to be 400. So every day it takes into account the entire account balance, and then it splats it onto your max allowed drawdown. This rewards traders for being profitable and kind of punishes traders for being not so profitable. But at the same time, it does limit you from losing too much in one go. You know what I mean? All right, and about the drawdown as well. So for swing traders, if you're holding a trade over the daily reset, it does not count as added to your daily allowed drawdown, which means that if you're floating 4% in profit, unlike FTMO funding talent, that will count those trades for you, so you can have that 4% to keep trading on to that day. MyForexFunds Funds kind of takes that away from you. So if you're 4% floating in profit and you go down to -2% on that same trade, that means you are -6% for the day, which kind of bites you in the butt because that means you're going to end up losing your account, whether it's the evaluation phase, establishment phase, or just the overall funded account. So that does kind of suck. And the only way that I can think of around that is closing your trade and then reopening it after the reset. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the trades that I took. Here we see a total of 11 trades. I'm gonna be real with you. That's all of these, and they're all 0.01s. Now, my total lots traded, this is 50. All right, this is gonna vary vastly from what you're gonna see in my phase 2 when I use a different strategy, because strategy is not as important as risk management and your mindset. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the, obviously 10 days past, profit target past, and these are my daily reports. Okay, 0 1s, bought my account here, and then took my trade on Monday, and then I passed that Monday. So let's go ahead and look at the trade history to see what did I do in these trades. This trade had a stop loss of $500, and I got roughly a 1 to 16 off of this trade using a 40 lot. I know what you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's a really big lot size, but it's not necessarily about the lot size that you use. It's more about the amount of money that you're going to lose, right? So yes, I'll admit this is a very, very, very tight stop loss, and it still played out in my favor. So I was 100% a-okay with letting that ride. And the trade took about 5 hours to complete, and then I got my boom. Wait, did I risk 500? I think I may have risked 1% actually. So I may have risked 1,000. I honestly don't even remember. But either way, it was either 5%, I'm sorry, 0.5% or 1%, and those are two easily managed risks during a challenge phase. Okay, so on to the next one. I got a nice 1 to 16 here, past this, and then I just 0.01 my way into phase 2. So let's go ahead and refresh this so you know that everything is legit. So I know what you're thinking, bro, that's a weird looking equity curve, and that's fine because this is actually my first day on the account. So because I just got my account that day and I passed that day, it actually just looks like my 0.01s just kind of, you know, sucks. Either way, look at these lots traded, 516 versus 50, right? So I used 10 times the amount of lots versus my phase 1, and I still passed, right? Super easy, super simple. This was more aggressive trading. I'm not really a fan of aggressive trading, but I did have to prove a point. So I did this during my phase 2, and it worked out for me. So we're going to see what I did in this to make myself pass and get 5,500, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So here I was trading indices. I'm not a fan of trading indices, but this was all to prove a point. I used US 30. I took sales on US 30, and I used 18 lots. And as it went in my favor, I just kept stacking them in, and then I just closed them out after I got about $2,000 of profit. Now, since I had US 30 going, I decided to use my correlating pairs, and I tried to sell NAS 100 and SPX. This was an issue because although NAS 100 has a 93% correlation with SPX, and SPX has a 97% correlation with US 30, they decided to make all-time highs right in front of my face. So even with a 3% chance of something going wrong, stacking trades, typically something kind of bites you in the butt, right? But I cut these trades short, and due to me being able to cut these trades short and not holding them, I was able to keep my account sitting above the daily drawdown so that I could take another trade. The risk that I used for this account was the profit and about 2%, since I'm doing more aggressive trading here. So I still had about 3% to trade. So I ended up risking another 2% roughly in order to get my positions in on a buy for US 30. During the trading of these pairs, they were making all-time highs, so I decided to ride the wave, place my stop losses to break even as I place each of these down to save my account any kind of drawdown issues, and then it went my way. Now, Me personally, I don't prefer to trade this way because these are very high risk trades, and the stop losses have to be very, 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 very tight. Because when you're stacking these trades, a lot of people don't take into account what they're actually risking when stacking on these trades. But I mean, it was pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. Do know that you can take very few trades, find a good quality trade, risk 1% or risk 0.5%, and still pass. Super simple, super easy. So this is quality over quantity. This is very stressful. This can have your heart beating, your hands sweating, and things of that nature. And when you take a loss, the loss can be a really big loss, because as it reaches your stop loss, you're not used to seeing all this money fluctuate, and you're like, please go my way. So you remove the stop loss and things of that nature, making the loss even bigger. But I'm gonna keep this short, keep it simple, keep it sweet. That's pretty much all I got to show you guys. And if you guys got any questions about my Forex funds, be my guest. Don't forget to, if you want to ask me questions, hop in on the Discord that I got right here. Boom. Well, it's actually one of the many Discords. This one. So, Nonstop Trading. I am one of the dudes on here that loves talking to people, loves helping people out. And if you ever want to talk to me, this is like the best way to get in touch. Or you can use Instagram. Either way works. But yeah, see you guys. Peace.